That's the audio from that was the audio from inside the helicopter.
As part of this display sequence.
That's the audio from inside the helicopter.
The left hand end there, you heard Paul say ready, turn now. That's a cue for Schmitty on that pedal turn to make sure his eyes go across cockpit from right to left, looking for his markers as he's about to enter that pedal turn, and then gets the turn applied before the aircraft reaches 0 speed at the top. Very important, because of course if he doesn't, it will fall backwards out of the sky. An incredibly uncomfortable experience for anyone who's been in that situation. And therefore it is really important this crew work very closely together throughout.
I can name it.
Now this next manoeuvre is the quick stop. So you can see the aircraft pitched up, both rotor blades presented to the oncoming airflow. And 16.5 tons of aircraft brought to a stop from about 120 knots in a very short space of time.
The colour of it's green.
Now we use that manoeuvre if we need to on the battlefield. If we stop troops late, if we spot troops late as we come over ridge lines, or if we come out, or if they come out of cover at the last minute. And as you can see there, we're going to enter the sideways trawl from right to left. You can see the ramp drop now, and you're going to see on that ramp Sergeant Danny Gilderson, known as Gilders. Now Danny's our display crewman here this afternoon. He joined the RAF in 2009 and converted to the Chinook in 2014. He's also deployed to the Falklands and Mali many times, taken part in many overseas exercises. And I'd encourage all of you to wave back at him now as he kneels on that ramp, balancing on his knees as he waves to you with those big orange hands, a signature part of the Chinook display. And you can see on the water there, that water being kicked up. That aircraft sat still at 150 feet, and you can see the effect it's having on the water there, the enormous downdraft generated by this helicopter. And it's very, very distinctive sound. Now you can see that ramp has gone up. Gilders is now moving from the back of the aircraft back to the front, and the second he calls secure, Schmidt is going to pull in the power, and he's going to start the Gorney corkscrew. Now this was another operational manoeuvre that was developed during the Chinook's time in Bosnia to depart a very distinctive landing site in a very tight valley. Now operationally the aircraft has weapon systems both on the left and the right hand side of the aircraft and on the ramp, but nothing on the nose. Which means in this tight valley that manoeuvre was designed to keep those weapons rotating so that if anybody engaged the aircraft with fire from the ground, that fire could be returned to protect the aircraft. And at the top of that manoeuvre, Schmidt has got the nose down now. He's accelerating back to 120 knots, 405 degrees of turn, to come back round onto the display axis once again. Now as you see that aircraft turn, you can hear that distinctive noise, what we call blade slap. It's a noise we come to love. You've heard some wonderful noises this afternoon, Merlin engines from the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. And then of course the Typhoon as well. Now we prefer this noise because for all of us, jet noise is boring. And here we go then. Working towards the end of the Chinook display. The aircraft again is going to be positioned out to the right hand side. Now if we had a runway in front of us, which of course we do not, we would present to you here a running landing on the back two wheels of the aircraft only. Now that's a manoeuvre that we use if we have a power loss, any sort of emergency on the Chinook, which stops us bringing it to the hover before we land. So we do have a technique that we can land like a fixed wing on the back two wheels, bring it to a stop, and then bring the front down safely. But without that runway here today, we're going to show you another quick stop. There's the pitch up. You can hear that aircraft biting the air now. No more than 20 degrees of pitch up. If you imagine a runway below that aircraft, you can imagine how close that back rotor blade would come to the ground. And that's again why this is flown within limits throughout. They're going to turn towards you now, they're going to flash their landing lights. You might even get a slight bow. Give them a good wave back, everybody, because this is your last chance to say goodbye and thank you very much to the Chinook display team here today.
See
And they're
ya.
going to depart with a final operational manoeuvre, something we call the over-the-shoulder departure. Now, if the aircraft was engaged from its 12 o'clock, i.e. if you were to fire a weapon at the aircraft from your position, that is effectively a manoeuvre that we use to present the bulletproof plates on the bottom of the aircraft to that threat and then run away bravely. So thank you all very, very much. I'm going to finish this commentary just by saying a huge thank you to our engineering team who are currently at Blackpool Airport. They make sure this aircraft is in tip-top condition, good to go every single day, and they've been with us for almost a week now doing exactly that. They're the unsung heroes of getting these aircraft up in front of you today. Thank you very much, Blackpool. That's been an absolute pleasure, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Put your hands together for Flight Lieutenant Andy Donovan. Brilliant commentary. Sensational aeroplane.
I won't say it was brilliant, commentary with you. Commentary. I could do better.
Well, that was it. Red hours are beginning shortly. People up there on the glass of Blackpool Tower, they get best view.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Someone's on their way down.
3, 4.
5, 6.
3, 4, 3, 4. 5, 6, 5, 6. Them up there, they get the best view. So the red hours are.
They won't when they come past.
So the red hours are coming from over there. Okay, what if they come from the other way?
You're about another 5 minutes ago.
How's Ireland part of the UK if it's not
Northern Ireland.
it's not connected to the UK?
Northern Ireland or
Yeah.
Republic?
I think it's Northern. It
One
was
of them
connected
is.
to the
One of
UK.
them is. One of them is.
Then what happened then?
What got in the way?
Them up there, yeah, get the best view. They're on the glass. They get the best view. Lucky.
Don't know. God.
You can see where they're going now.
Well, I'm ready, aren't we? Why have you got your t-shirt on your head?
Oh, convert to Muslim.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Squadron
It's
of the Grand
beginning.
Oscar
So many
Red
flags,
Tails,
you can't record properly.
The Red Arrow.
Ah, here we
Come
go.
from that way. Love if they come from that way.
I think you might have jinxed it now. You might have jinxed it now. You've converted to Muslim.
It's only because it's wet. Sticking to my head.
Oh, that's not that.
A fantastic day we have today.
That's 19 flies.
At Blackpool today, and we are certainly looking forward to doing an absolute fantastic display for you
What's on top
today.
of that building?
My role, Mike.
Were they on top of that building?
Huh?
Watching. Top of that building? Balcony? Oh my god.
Our police were up there earlier on.
Yeah, I bet there were snipers in there.
Sniper on that.
Oh, there was a sniper up there.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean sniper up there? Someone with a sniper rifle?
Yeah, please.
Police.
I was just checking in with Red.
Why?
About 4 or 5 minutes.
John, why?
So my role as the team supervisor is exactly that, to make sure that we adhere to all the rules and
John,
regulations.
why? Why were they up there with sniper
But
rifles?
also I'll give you some information
Because,
about the Royal Air
you know,
Force, about the team, and
Angie,
also allow you to hear some radio transmissions from the team during
These
their
kind of
display.
events where there's a lot of people can be
This season is absolutely great to be back. We are now at levels of pre-COVID. We
target
have 65
terrorists.
display seasons,
Put a bomb or
displays this
something
year.
or-
We're approximately
so they're just out there
two-thirds
looking.
through that.
So if you see anyone, they're just going to snipe.
Well, they could do. If someone starts going off with a machine gun in here, like they do in schools and stuff like that, yeah, they can just take them out.
Okay. I'm getting ready to zoom in on this.
They're up on that building as well. See what's happening there?
They're up on every
So
building.
we are about 65 displays this year. We're about two-thirds way through. We've got the rest
There's a
of
guy
this
in a pink
month,
shirt all the way over
the
there. I
first
got it
2
on
weeks of
camera.
September, and then we'll take a well-deserved break across the team before we depart to the Middle East for a tour.
might have jinxed it, just watch them come from there, yeah, maybe.
We spent 5 weeks early this year with perfecting our display in Greece and Croatia, achieving public display authority to be able to give to you a fast, exciting and dynamic display.
21.
It's getting worse, these flights, mate. Coming back.
Yeah, they have to come at the best time. Well, I'll make that 22 then in a minute. Yep, 22. 22 flies.
One of the key roles of the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Red Arrows is to represent Royal Air Force, which as a service is on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
that's
365 days a year through our quick reaction typhoons, who are on alert 24/7, guarding the skies against any threats that come towards us, and we work alongside our NATO allies. Also, the Red Arrows are promoting global Britain across trade and industry. And we literally fly the red, white and blue through the skies all across the globe, promoting that British industry across trade and commercial enterprises.
24.
We are, of course, a military squadron, and as such we are commanded by Wing Commander David Montenegro, who is a former team leader and synchro leader, a former Tornado F3 pilot and a qualified flying instructor on the Tucano. We have 3 types of display, full, rolling and flat. It all depends on the cloud base. As you can see, there is very little cloud here. So I would expect Red One to go a full display today, and the visibility is great. Unfortunately, our display this morning at Whitby was cancelled due to coastal fog on the east coast.
Well, we get about these, a display this
See
morning
more
at
looking
Whitby as
towards
well.
the Blackpool Tower. That is the best place. You'll see them coming over in approximately 2 minutes to 1 minute, and I'll just get an update from Red One.
Well, then that's going to be at 5 o'clock then. First.
Here we go. Get your cameras ready.
Get them ready,
The team will arrive in a
I was
wide
planning to
formation
kill
now
it.
as well. It's loud, it's colourful. The 2022 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows! Red One bringing the formation, pulling up at over 400 miles per hour and 4G as they collapse into 7 arrow shape. They will reach a height of approximately
I can. I'm getting a video of it right now.
5,500 feet and will slow down to approximately 150.
There we go. I got them all.
Of that loop.
On the way down.
Red One will now bring the formation to the right as they maintain their 7 arrow shape. Red One this year is squadron leader Tom Bold. He is in the 2nd year as the team leader. He is a former Typhoon pilot. He was also the synchro lead in 2017. And he's also a former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk, T-Mark II and Tucano, and was a Tucano display pilot in 2010.
There they are. I got him.
The smoke comes on as Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 make their way to the back of the formation. To form our first big winged space
You want to
theme
see them on
shapes.
camera? Look at my phone.
Get your cameras ready for the shuttle roll.
Wow, look at that. All red.
That's tough. Good flies, man, they're getting worse.
Where do they go?
As the team roll left towards the pilots, we'll be able to see you, so make sure you give them a massive wave and a huge round of applause as they roll through the sun. On the right hand side is Red 2 Flight Attendant Stu Roberts. He's in his 2nd year on the team, 1st year on the team, having previously served on Typhoon with 11 and 12 Squadron. On the left hand side is Red 3 Flight Attendant Patrick Kershaw, also in his 1st year on the team. He's a former Tornado GR4
I can
pilot
send
and
you
has
this
also
video.
flown Typhoon with 11 and 12 squadrons.
I can see it on my phone.
Coming to be in Lincolnshire.
Oh, bit of cloud, that's nice.
Wait, you can see them, I've got them on camera right now.
Once again from Reds 4 and 5 on the outside as they move up alongside Red 2, just tucked in behind Red 6. The Red Arrows are based at RAF Scampton to the north of Lincoln. RAF Scampton is of course the famous base for the famous 617 Dambuster Squadron in World War II. Unfortunately, Scampton will close at the end of this year and the team will move to RAF Scampton, therefore in tribute to the history of the station, its squadron and its personnel. And now that 617 flies the F-35, this is the Lightning Loop. Once again, pulling up at 4G and achieving 5,500 feet. Slowing to 150 miles per hour, which makes the controls a little less responsive, making that formation keeping and station keeping even more difficult, certainly for reds 4 and 5 on the outside of the shape. Red 1 bringing the formation to the left, and on the far right hand side, uppermost as we look at it, is squadron leader John Bond, known as Bondy. He's in his 5th year on the team, having previously been synchro leader last year. He was also a former Typhoon pilot and a qualified flying instructor on the Tucano, and he was also the Tucano display pilot in 2012.
Where are you going over there? I know, just to get in the picture of all the crowd, isn't it? Madness, isn't it?
The smoke comes on once again from reds 4 and 5 on the outside, as reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 move up just sat behind red 1. The go call is made as red 7 moves to the left.
I'm the best cameraman. I
moves
produce
to
like
the right.
multiple
With all the
films.
odd numbers on the left hand side and all the even numbers now on the right hand side. Also while red 1 is bending the formation around the right, pulling 3G, making the move even more difficult. Once again, get your cameras ready for the Phoenix roll.
The Phoenix roll, okay.
Once again, they can see you give them a huge wave, and you can see the shape of the Hawk aircraft, which has been in service with the Royal Air Force since 1976, and has been the aircraft of the Red Arrows since 1979. Since March 2022 this year, with the closure of 100 Squadron and 736 Royal Naval Air Squadron, that makes the Red Arrows the sole operator of the Hawk T-Mark 1 in the United Kingdom.
It's mad, isn't it?
Ah, well. Wait, no, wait, I might be able to still get them on camera.
Like birds in the sky, don't they?
Once again, Reds 4 and 5 put the smoke on as they make their way all the way to the rear of the formation. Now, the Royal Air Force is constantly trying to adapt and develop its capabilities. And on the 1st of April 2021, the UK Space Command was formed. As the Royal Air Force acknowledged that space plays an important part in all military operations. And therefore, to acknowledge the importance of space, with a shape that represents the lunar landing craft of the 1960s early space missions, this is Apollo. As I said, the Red Arrows is a military unit, and as such we have 9 pilots on the squadron. Each pilot must have over 1,500 fast jet hours to join the team and be assessed as above average in the air. However, it's not just about the pilots. There are over 120 personnel on the squadron, and over 100 of them are the support personnel of engineers, administrators, PR and operations. They are known as the Blues due to the colour of the coveralls that they wear. And one of our Chief Techs, who's one of our engineering, is Chief Tech Phil Ackrell. He'd like to put a shout out today to his mum Mary, his dad Mel, his brother Tim and his husband Al. And you'll see some of those members at our PR tent here on the seafront. You'll see the team now are broken into the front 5 with Reds 4 and 5 in trail on the main team. For one of the crowd favourite manoeuvres, representing the combat aircraft no longer in service but was in operations for nearly 40 years, get your cameras ready for the colourful and dynamic Tornado.
See.
Red 4 calls you aboard as Red 4 and 5 roll around the smoke of the rest of the formation.
There.
Look for the colour change as Red 1 brings the formation to the right. As Reds 4 and 5 now smoke from the red and blue. Smoking red is Flight Lieutenant Dave Simmons, known as Simo. He is a former Tornado GR4 pilot and also flew the Harrier and the F5 while on exchange with the United States Marine Corps.
camera in the right place and watching.
I've tracked them this entire time.
Can you see it? Do you want me to hold you?
But my phone's this.
2022 is an important year for the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth as Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, celebrates 70 years on the throne, therefore making her the longest serving Queen in history. In celebration of her prestigious Platinum Jubilee, once again, get your cameras ready for the Jubilee Present.
How do they do that with the smoke?
I talked about earlier about how we have the blues on the squadron. Amongst the blues there are a set of 10 individuals. They are specially selected to fly in the back of our aircraft, so they are now known as Circus. And they fly in the back of our aircraft when we cannot take the full engineering complement. And one person you will see with me at every display is Air Specialist 1, Abigail Druitt, and she's out front with me today filming the show. And she will do that for debriefing purposes as well as safety. And in addition, she is responsible for a lot of the airborne images and videos on social media. You'll see now that the team has broken down into two sections. You've got Reds 1 through 5. They are now known as Enid. They are named after Enid Blyton's famous 5 from the children's series books. And you've got Red 6 and 7. They are now known as the Synchro Pair, led by Red 6, the Synchro Leader. And they are responsible for the fast, low, head-on passes that you'll see in the second half. And the second half will be fast, dynamic, and shows the ability of the pilots and the agility of the Hawk. But for now, look directly to your front and get your cameras ready for the detonator.
Okay, the detonator, okay. Oh, I see him. Got them. Oh, I gotta zoom out for this. Oh no, that one's gone.
Red 6 and 7 breaking away from us. Red 7 to our left, smoking red, and Red 6.
Alright, blue's gone.
Right hand side.
Got my eye on red. Keep your eye on red.
Approximately 4 to 5 G to achieve around about 1,000 feet before they turn hard back towards the display line. They were looking to achieve a
That's red right there, I got him.
100 feet, and they will have a closing speed of over 800 miles per hour and will perform a series of barrel rolls.
The Earth rotates at 1,000 miles per hour.
800 miles an hour, you might hear the sonic boom. You think a bit like it, wouldn't you?
Oh, where the hell did he come from? Oh wait, no, red must have changed.
As the Synchro Pair leave the display line, look to your front right about 45 degrees and you can see Enid formation pulling up in line abreast with the white smoke on. The colour comes on as they perform a series of barrel rolls through the sky, leaving a snake-like smoke trail through the sky.
Got him.
A manoeuvre we like to call the Python.
The Python.
Really hard. Not like driving it.
You know that's illegal to tell someone without consent.
You will have heard a tone across the radio there. That is actually Red 6 toning, so it doesn't get on the top of Red 1's radio transmissions. And that is the cue for Red 6 and 7 to turn back in from behind us, back to our display line. So if you look to your left and look to your right, you will see Red 6 and 7 coming back for display line once again at 100 feet and over 800 miles per hour. They will perform a series of rolls, inverted passes before pulling up in a manoeuvre we call the boomerang.
There he is. Oh, they crossed.
Each aircraft
You can
now
still see the red and blue there.
5G, which means that everything about them now weighs 5 times heavier than what you and I are as we stand here on Blackpool Promenade. They will reach approximately 2,500 to 3,000 feet before being inverted, with 60 degrees no down, trying to capture that 100 feet and hurtling towards each other at 800 miles an hour before they depart with some 4-point rolls in the conclusion of the boomerang. However, look to your left and you can see Enid formation coming back in line of rest formation. The white smoke comes
this
on.
way.
As Reds 2 and 3 now smoke red and roll around the rest of the formation. Reds 4 and 5 do the same while smoking blue in one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots each year to manoeuvre. It is the rollbacks.
They're gone. Is that it?
Oh, it's only part one of it.
Wait, that's only part one?
Keep looking to your right hand side and eventually coming in you'll
That's
see
only part
Red
one. I've been
6
recording for
Red
20
7
minutes.
in trail.
Here's 15 past 5. And this is, yeah, whatever.
Red 6
past
rolls
5.
inverted. He is now inverted and will be able to see you, so make sure you give him a big wave as he flies down the line with Red 7 rolling the red, white and blue around the smoke of Red 6. Red 7 is Flight Lieutenant James Turner. He's in his 3rd year on the team, having previously flown Typhoon, and is a former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T Mark 1. Blackpool give the synchro pair a massive round of applause. Don't take your eyes off them though, they are now pulling 5 and 6 sheet, pulling hard back towards our display line.
Oh, wow. That's only part one.
Blue smoke comes on as it rolls left and slides synchro pair up on the rest of the formation. Get your cameras ready for the colourful double goose.
Where's it coming from? No. Yep,
Each
gone.
aircraft is fitted with a smoke pod, and that smoke pod is capable of producing 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke, and 1 minute of blue smoke. And therefore each display is carefully and specially choreographed to ensure that we have the right colour at the right time during display and that we don't run out. As Enid leave the display area to the left hand side, keep looking to your front and you can just about see the 2 aircraft of the synchro pair pulling directly towards us with Red 7 in trail on Red 6.
Yeah, I can see it.
Get your cameras ready. As Red 6 pulls up Red 7, get your cameras ready for the crowd favourite, the Synchro Heart. Today's heart is dedicated for a happy birthday to Amanda Hollingworth from Neil, and one of our operations officers, flying officer Tasha Nicholson, would like to say hello and dedicate to her heart to her nieces Fern and Margot. But once again, give the Synchro pair a wonderful round of applause for producing such a wonderful heart over the sea in Blackpool. They will set themselves up for their final pass at that 100 feet and over 800 miles an hour in a manoeuvre which was named by a member of the audience of the One Show in 2020. Some double rolls with some inverted flying for the crossbow.
Can you grab me some ice? I want to eat some. I just want one bit. They were too close.
Look directly to your front and you can see the 5 aircraft with the white smoke on from Enid. The red smoke comes on from Red 1 as he performs a series of rolls around the rest of the formation, leaving the infinity symbol in the sky for the infinity break. However, Blackpool, what a wonderful weather and day it's been. Please put your hands together for the 2022 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows!
Is that it? That's it?
Red 1 just putting the white smoke on there. He will gather the rest of the formation together before they land back at Blackpool Airport.
Oh, they come from Blackpool Airport? That's far.
Like I said, it's been an absolute honour to display for you today. It's a fantastic day, fantastic weather. If you'd like any more information about the Red Arrows, you can look on the internet at RAF.UK/.
There we go.
We are on Twitter at RAF and RAF. I will be around.
And they're off. Goodbye, farewell.
I will be at the Red Arrows PR tent in approximately 10 minutes if anyone would like to come and say hello. I've also got some limited edition squadron prints, which is a picture of the aircraft signed by all the pilots. They are £10. I cannot only really accept cash, I'm afraid. I've got a little change.
I need some
I will
ice.
go there for about 15-20 minutes.
I need more ice.
If not, then please enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for your support as always.
Yes, I want some ice.
Thanks, goodbye.
I need ice. I need ice.
Put your hands together for Squadron Leader Graham Muscat. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for attending today. It's been an exceptional air show. Now we hope to see you here again tomorrow when we do it all again. Now look, we expect heavy congestion whilst leaving the event. So why don't you check out the rest of the AirShow village, get yourself over to the Red Arrows, and the AirShow village itself is open until 6 p.m. Take your time, folks. There are plenty of attractions, plenty to eat and drink nearby as well. This show could not have been possible without Visit Blackpool and Blackpool Council. The AirShow Village sponsors Coral Island, St John's Ambulance, Blackpool Transport, Road Safety Services, the R5 team, the Royal Air Force, Beach Patrol, Coast Guard, Lancashire Constabulary, and a big thank you to all those individuals behind the scenes who have helped to make this event a success. And a big thank you also from all of the people involved in organising this show. You have been an exceptional audience. Put your hands together. You are brilliant, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody's racing to get on the beach now.
Tomorrow we do it all again. Be seeing you.
Wait, so is it the same thing tomorrow? They just redo it, just the same thing? 26.
Get here, we're going in there fucking
So when they're on tomorrow, is it the exact same thing? Yeah. So it's the exact same thing every year?
pretty much.
Okay, then we don't have to go tomorrow.
Hello.
Wow. Wait, so there was another show this morning where? Whitby. So in Whitby there was another show this morning.
Yeah,
They did the exact thing, just earlier. Wow. Well, wow. That was... Alright, well, I'll see you guys in another video. See ya.